Hello, my dear learner. I'm truly happy you're here today. Sometimes, the most beautiful journeys begin with the smallest step, and maybe that step for you is right now. Listening, reading, and dreaming of one simple but powerful goal: to speak English easily. I understand that dream because I had the same one. I remember when I could understand some words, but couldn't say them. When English felt like a mountain, so high, so far, so impossible to climb. I used to sit in class, my heart pounding whenever the teacher asked a question. I wanted to speak, but fear held me back. Maybe you felt that too. That quiet pain of wanting to express yourself but not knowing how. There were times when people laughed at my mistakes. They didn't mean to hurt me, but those moments stayed with me. I remember once I said a simple word wrong, and everyone laughed. I smiled, pretending it didn't matter. But deep inside, I promised myself something. One day I would speak English confidently, not perfectly, but fearlessly. And that's exactly what I want for you too. I want you to speak with confidence, to speak with peace, and to speak without fear. Now, let's begin this journey together. How do we go from fear to freedom, from silence to speaking? Let me share with you what truly helped me, and what I've seen help thousands of learners just like you. The first step, my dear friend, is to stop waiting for the perfect moment. Many learners tell me, "Teacher, I'll start speaking when I feel ready." But the truth is, you'll never feel ready. Confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes after speaking. You don't learn to swim by reading about swimming. You learn by stepping into the water. It's the same with English. You must open your mouth, even if your voice shakes, even if your grammar isn't perfect. When I first started, I practiced quietly. I would describe what I was doing. I'm cooking rice. I'm washing my clothes. I'm studying today. It was simple, but it worked. Little by little, the fear started to fade. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, because the moment you begin, your real journey begins too. Next, make English part of your daily life. Don't treat it like something you study once a week. Let it become part of who you are. When I was learning, I put English labels on everything around me. My mirror said mirror. My door said door. My notebook said dreams. Every morning, I'd say them out loud. It felt funny at first, but it helped me think in English naturally. Then I started listening to English while doing simple things. Cooking, walking, cleaning. English became a soft background music in my life. Soon, the language didn't feel foreign anymore. It felt familiar, even comforting. That's the key. Don't just study English. Live with it. Let it surround you until it feels like home. Now, here's something very important. Fall in love with your mistakes. Yes, love them. Because each mistake is proof that you are trying, and trying is the only road to progress. When I began speaking, I made so many mistakes. I mixed up tenses, forgot words, and sometimes people didn't understand me at all. But instead of hiding, I laughed at them. I remember one day in a cafe I wanted to say, "Can I have a cup of tea?" But I accidentally said, "Can I have a cup of tree?" The waiter looked confused. Then we both laughed. From that day on, I never forgot the word tea. That's how you grow, not by avoiding mistakes, but by embracing them. Every mistake is a lesson wearing a funny mask. After that, I learned one of the biggest truths about fluency: to listen before speaking. You see, fluent speaking always begins with strong listening. When you listen carefully, your brain starts to understand how words flow, how rhythm works, and how pronunciation feels. It's how babies learn their first words, through listening again and again. I used to listen to short English stories before bed. At first I barely understood them, but I kept listening. Soon I started catching words, then phrases, then whole sentences. One day, without thinking, I found myself repeating them. It felt natural, almost effortless. So listen every day to what you love. Don't worry about understanding every single word. Your ears will do the learning for you. Slowly, your tongue will follow. Once you start listening and speaking, remember this: speak with people, not for perfection. Many learners freeze when they try to talk, worrying about grammar or accent. But people don't want perfect grammar. They want genuine connection. When you talk to someone, focus on sharing your ideas, your feelings, your heart. If you forget a word, describe it in another way. If you make an error, smile and move on. I used to speak with friends online. We didn't stop each other for every mistake. We just spoke, laughed, and learned. That's how fluency grows, through real human conversations, not through endless correction. Fluency doesn't mean speaking perfectly, it means speaking comfortably. Confidence, my dear learner, doesn't come overnight. It grows slowly, step by step. I used to record myself speaking in English. At first, I hated hearing my voice. It sounded awkward and broken. But I didn't give up. Week by week, I recorded again. And soon, I noticed something beautiful. My voice became clearer. My sentences became smoother. I even started smiling while speaking. So record yourself too. Listen, not to judge, but to celebrate how far you've come. You'll be surprised at your own growth when you listen back a few weeks later. And most importantly, keep your heart open. Learning English isn't just about words. It's about people, stories, and emotions. Every new word you learn connects you with someone new. Every phrase opens a new door in the world. When I finally became fluent, I realized English had given me more than communication. It had given me connection. I could talk to people from places I had never been, understand songs I once only hummed, and share my thoughts with the world. That's the beauty of English. It's not just a language. It's a bridge. So, my dear learner, I know your struggle. I've walked that same road, from silence to speech, from fear to confidence. It's not easy, but it's possible. And if I could do it, so can you. Every word you speak is a small victory. Don't focus on how far you still have to go. Look at how far you've already come. You're learning, improving, and growing. That means you're already winning. So, keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself. One day soon, English won't feel difficult anymore. It will feel natural. And when that day comes, you'll look back and smile proudly, saying, I didn't just learn English. I learned to believe in myself. Because that's what it truly means to speak English easily.